Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to make a chimichurri pork chop with a side of roasted carrots and parsnips. For those of you guys who don't know what a chimichurri sauce is, it's basically green sauce that has a lot of vinegar. It's very bright, originated from Argentina. It's a really good sauce. The base is a lot of parsley, so it's like a really strong parsley taste. You could put in any kind of herbs you really want. You can make your own variation of it. And before we start, please like and subscribe to this video. Thank you. And for our ingredients today, pork rib chop is a little bit over a pound. I got this at my local butcher shop. And then for our chimichurri, we're going to be using parsley, jalapenos, a bit of mint, some garlic, some lemon, olive oil, and red wine vinegar, and salt and pepper to season. Alright, let's get started. So first we're just going to start off by chopping our parsley. Before you chop it, you want to make sure you want to get all the leaves off. So what I like to do is just cut off the stem, the bottom stem part. Just makes it a bit easier to get all the leaves out later. Now you can just start picking the leaves off. And now that our parsley is all picked, we're just gonna chop it up. You could do this in a food processor, but I don't have one right now. So I'm just doing this by hand, old-fashioned way. You want to go pretty small on these. You don't want any big pieces in here. You get stuck in between your teeth. It gets pretty annoying. Yeah, you can really smell this parsley. When you're chopping herbs like this, you want to make sure you have a really sharp knife, or if not, you're just going to be bruising it and not really cutting it. It's going to damage the herbs itself, and it's not going to taste the same. Okay, that should be good. They all look about the same size to me, so we're just going to put that back in our bowl. Make sure you wipe your board off. Some parsley on there. Okay, next we're gonna chop up our mint. A good way to do this is just to get leaves and stack them on top of each other. It's called a chiffonade. You don't need too much, it's just to brighten up the sauce a little bit. That should be good. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna get the stack, we're gonna roll it up, then do really thin slices and get these beautiful little ribbons. Take it one step further. We're gonna do it as a garnish. You would just leave it like this, but I'm gonna put it into a sauce, so I want it pretty small. Just gonna give it a quick mince. Next we're gonna peel and chop some garlic. Just gonna do 3 cloves. We're just gonna start mincing. You want this pretty small so you don't get any big chunks of garlic while you're eating it. It's gonna be pretty pungent if you do, because it's not even a cooked sauce. That should be good. Next is our jalapenos. This is optional. If you don't like it spicy, you don't have to put it in. But I do like it to have a bit of a kick. Just gonna take out the seeds. Now we're just gonna give this a mince. For now, this is what it looks like. It's just all your herbs, your garlic, and your jalapeno in there. That's basically it. And now what we're gonna do is just gonna squeeze the lemon in there. The lemon should be fine. Some red wine vinegar, not too much, just to get some good fruity flavors. Next, a lot of olive oil. What we want to do is just gonna stir everything together. If you like your sauce dry, you could put less oil. If you like it more wet, you could put more oil. It's really up to you. I like mine a little bit more wet, so I'm just gonna put some more olive oil in there. Just gonna season it with some salt and pepper. Stir it. Okay, that's basically it. That's basically your sauce. Now that we have our sauce made, we're gonna be marinating our pork chop in our Ziploc bag. And then we're gonna put our Ziploc bag into our sous vide machine right here. And we're gonna be cooking it in here. So what the sous vide does is it circulates water and then makes it hot, keeps that water at that certain temperature. So it's whatever you cook in here, it stays at that certain temperature. It doesn't go over. You can leave it in there as long as you want. Open up our bag. We're just gonna give it a light seasoning first before we put anything on there. Just a light seasoning. Make sure you get both sides, very important. Put this, get right into the bag. Usually you would use a vacuum sealer for this, so I don't have one right now. So a Ziploc bag like this will do just fine. Just gotta make sure you take out most of the air. It's just gonna be floating in the water. It's not gonna cook all the way. Let's get your sauce. Spoon it in. Make sure you get both sides. Okay. Just gonna close up the bag. Give it a nice massage. And this pork chop has been sitting out in room temperature for quite a while now, a few hours, so it's not that cold, so it's not going to take as long from the sous vide. But if you do take it right out of the fridge, it's going to take a lot longer, just like anything else. Okay. And so the reason why I'm doing it like this is you're basically marinating it and cooking it at the same time. You're just going to put that right in there. and that's gonna do the work for you. Right now I have it set to 135 degrees Fahrenheit, and that's usually gonna be around a medium temperature for you. Yeah, I like to eat my pork chops pretty medium, so I set it to 135. So what we're gonna do after is, when it's done cooking, I'm gonna say about an hour, we're gonna take it out and then we're gonna sear it on a really hot pan and just let it rest for a few minutes, and it's gonna be done. So we're just gonna set this aside for now. Then we're gonna get started on our carrots and our parsnip. So first what we gotta do is we gotta peel it. Just get a peeler. And parsnip is just another root vegetable. It's like it's very sweet. You could mash it up, you could put it in a puree, you could roast it. Today we are going to be roasting it, so it's going to be pretty good. Now for our carrots. And carrots and parsnips go well pretty together, because they are both on the sweeter side for vegetables. Have a natural sweetness to them. Get rid of all these trimmings. You could always save these trimmings or these shavings for stocks. If you want to make stock at home, this will go great in there. Just put it in your freezer, and whenever you're ready to make your stock, you could just pop it right in there. It'll make it taste a lot better. By stock, I mean like chicken stock or beef stock, veg stock, any kind of stock you want to make. Now we're just gonna cut these up. We're not gonna do anything fancy. We're just gonna do a roll cut like this. It's called a roll cut because you actually roll the whole carrot and then you just cut it. It exposes a lot of the surface area of the carrot, and if you get a lot of surface area, you usually get more flavor out of it. So this is a really good cut for that. They don't have to be the perfect size, just as long as they're all about the same, so they cook evenly. Next is going to be our parsnips. This parsnip is pretty big, so I'm going to cut it in half. Just continue. Now that they're all cut up, we are gonna cook them. And unfortunately, our oven doesn't work right now, so we're gonna do the same thing that we're doing to our pork chop. Just gonna pop these carrots and parsnip in a bag, zip it up, season it, and we're gonna put it in the water with our pork chop. Then we'll take it out and then we'll roast it on the pan, and it should be good. Put a little bit of oil in there so the seasoning sticks. Some salt. Some pepper. Just gonna zip it up. Take the air out. Try to make it flat. Nice massage. Pop this in here as well, and then wait for it to cook. I'll see you in an hour. Alright guys, now we're back. It's been an hour. Our pork chop should be done. We put this skillet on so it preheats. I'm gonna take the pork chop out. Oh yeah, it smells amazing. You want your pan to be really hot because this is basically already cooked through. So all you want to do is just sear it on both sides and you're going to be ready to go. Looks about ready. I'm going to get the pork chop. Just going to take off some of the excess sauce, doesn't burn onto the pan. We already seasoned it in the bag, so the seasoning should have seeped into the meat. Oh, look at that. Just gonna add a little bit of oil, and then add the meat. When you're putting meat on a hot pan, you always want to place it away from you so no oil spatters on you. Gonna let that do its thing for now. Oil under it. Shouldn't take too long, it should only be about a minute per side. It does smell really, really good. Fragrance of the chimichurri and of the pork itself. It's on a really nice golden crust on it. It'll really enhance the flavor. Time to flip. If you want, you can just get some butter and add it to the pan and start basting. What that'll do is give it a really nice buttery taste, and it'll also help to cook it a bit faster. Keep it real moist. Make sure you sear out that back half as well to get maximum flavor. Baste it one more time on this side. Okay, and that's it. Just gonna take it off the pan and let it rest. And while that's resting, just gonna use the same pan. Just dump all the oil out. Some new oil. Now we're gonna take out our parsnips and the carrots. I'm just gonna saute them real quick. Again, these should be cooked. So all you really want is just some color. It's still gonna take a little bit, so now that our vegetables have got some color on it, just gonna add a little bit of butter. Butter makes everything better. Get one final seasoning. And that's it. Our pork chop should be fully rested. We're gonna slice into it, see how it's turned out. Now this one has a bone in it, so I'm just gonna cut along the bone. juicy. You want to make sure you always cut against the grain. Just slice it in. You see when we open it, it is a very nice medium, very moist. Now all we gotta do is plate and eat. Put some of the vegetables on one side. Done. We'll just top it off with some extra chimichurri right on top. Okay, and that's it. There we have it. It's our chimichurri pork chop with a side of roasted carrots and parsnips. Alright, now let's dig in. Extremely juicy, very flavorful. It's so good, you should really try it for yourself. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, please subscribe. See you guys next time.